Most chefs treat their recipes as if they're sacred items. I, on the other hand, would like to share one with you. That's why I put this chef table in front of you for all of you to see who's cooking and what we're doing. So today, I'm gonna show you chocolate mousse right off the menu. The most important part about the chocolate mousse that I'm about to show you is the chocolate. This is a 65% bittersweet chocolate from Belgium. Of course, you can use any of the bagged chocolate chips, chocolate discs. You can even get a whole entire bittersweet chocolate bar and cut it up yourself. The most important part of it is which chocolate do you want to make your mousse out of. This one is an extra bittersweet that I'm going to mix with 4 ingredients. First one, obviously chocolate. Second ingredient, the incredible edible egg, but only the whites. Third ingredient, confectionery or powdered sugar. And then finally, heavy cream, chocolate mousse. Let's get rolling. So the first part of our chocolate mousse is we need to melt the chocolate. So I took the chocolate, put it into a bowl, and put it over a double boiler. What that means is I have a pot of water on the stove, hot. What this process does is it melts the chocolate using steam as opposed to direct heat, because if you try to use direct heat, the chocolate will separate. The fat content and the chocolate and the sugar will all separate, and you'll have this oily, messy, what looked like chocolate before is now pretty much garbage. So this is about 15 minutes over a double boiler. We're gonna move it around to make sure our chocolate is completely melted. And it is. Now we're gonna pull it off and bring it over to our table. I like to put a rag on the table so that when I put the hot bowl on it, it doesn't slide around when we're going to fold in the rest of our ingredients. First part, incredible egg. We're gonna separate it. Only want the whites. So I'm gonna take the separated egg whites. This is about 2 cups of chocolate, by the way. 2 cups of chocolate, 3 egg whites, a cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna use half of the powdered sugar in the egg whites in order to create a nice meringue. And we're gonna use the other half of the powdered sugar in the heavy cream because it needs to be sweet. It is chocolate mousse, it is dessert. And then turn it on. The beauty of the machine is you don't have to do it yourself. Around 4 minutes later, egg whites. That's what it means when we get to a stiff peak. You can basically stand on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this half and put it into our warm chocolate. We don't wanna put the warm chocolate into the cold egg whites because the chocolate will seize up and you'll have that chocolate bar that you once had before you started, and you won't be able to incorporate and have a smooth chocolate mousse. So we knock that off, and then we're gonna gently fold it into the chocolate about halfway, and then we're gonna take the other half of the egg whites and keep on folding it. The whole point of folding the egg whites into the chocolate is so that we've already incorporated air into our egg whites and sugar. We don't want to lose that air because we want that fluffy, foamy, smooth mousse. So we're gonna work it in there and then keep folding it in until it's all the same color and all the same consistency. See that? It's nice and airy and foamy. Now that we have our egg whites incorporated into our chocolate, we're gonna take about the same amount of heavy cream, 1 cup, cup and a half, the rest of our powdered sugar, and we're just gonna make whipped cream. Same process. Whipping cream, whipping cream, whipping cream, whipping cream. Come on, whip it good. Into shape, shape it up, go for it, get straight. Like I said, whipped cream. We're gonna take about 2 spoonfuls of this whipped cream and we're gonna set it aside. That's what we're gonna use to finish our chocolate mousse with. All right, so we're gonna use our spatula and we're gonna do the same thing we just did with the egg whites. Fold it in, fold it in. You want it all the same color, you want it all the same texture. See how nice and foamy, see how airy that is? 4 ingredients, one of the simplest recipes you can entertain with forever. And it'll last in your fridge for up to a week. Then we're gonna take our chocolate mousse and we're gonna pop it in the fridge. Nobody likes hot chocolate mousse. That would be chocolate sauce. So about 45 minutes, hour later, chocolate mousse is set, it's cold, and ready to serve to your friends. Take a couple of spoonfuls. You want to be fancy in your house, use a martini glass or a cocktail glass. You can even make these ahead of time in the glasses and put them in the refrigerator as opposed to just putting the whole bowl in the refrigerator. And it'll set. Then we take our other half of our whipped cream that we reserved and we use that as garnish. And lo and behold, my chocolate mousse, ready for you.